In the meantime, with a focus on the Oregon Ducks quarterback Justin Herbert, here is our very own draft expert, Simon Clancy.
So welcome to the first of the Gridiron Magazine Draft Profiles. I'm Simon Clancy, the Gridiron Magazine Draft Guru, expert, whatever you want to call it. The first player I want to talk to you about is Justin Herbert, a polarizing prospect, a quarterback from Oregon, a 4-year starter. He is chiseled from quarterback granite, if you like. He is 6'6". He is 236 pounds, 10-inch hands. He ran a 4.68 at the combine. He's very, very athletic. He's the archetype that you're looking for in a modern day quarterback, or in a quarterback. Perhaps not a modern day quarterback, and we'll get onto that. If you want to build a quarterback, the perfect quarterback, it would be Justin Herbert. Intelligent, massive arm, the unquestioned Don of Oregon in terms of, the university. It is Justin Herbert and the rest of Oregon University in terms of the football program. That's where the issues for me begin. And like I said, he is a polarizing prospect. He probably would have been the first quarterback taken in last year's draft, decided to stay at Oregon for an extra year, to play at Autzen with his brother, who was a freshman coming at tight end, and he wanted to share that experience with him. Was it the right decision? It probably was the right decision, because he's going to almost certainly end up in the top 10 of this draft. The issues for Herbert are multi-layered, and what you get with him are, like I said, he has the dominant arm talent. This is a kid who can make every throw and throw it all around the park. He has got an arm that you dream of. Unfortunately, where he struggles is that he doesn't always make the right read. He isn't overly accurate. You look at some of his accuracy numbers and they're significantly lower than other quarterbacks in this class, notably Joe Burrow, Tua Tagovailoa. My question with him is that over that 4-year period, I don't believe that he has got significantly better. He has not been able to raise the talent level around him to a level in which, Oregon are a good team. They've often been in the top 10 and gone to bowl games and stuff. Justin Herbert essentially won his only big game, really, his only big game in his very final game, which was the Rose Bowl, which he did running the ball. That is a concern for me. You go back to, let's say, Stanford in 2018, you watch the tape there. He was as impressive a quarterback as you will see in pretty much at any level in terms of ball distribution, in terms of throwing people open, back shoulder throws, athleticism to move the pocket, athleticism to pick up first downs. He's a very good runner. But the concern is that the second half was a totally different operation. Oregon were up on Stanford significantly, ended up losing the game, and it has become indicative of Herbert's career that they could not get across the line in big games. His inconsistency with passes, he will make wow throws, better than any quarterback you will see in this draft. Throws that just make you go, literally, sit up and go wow. And there are other times when you just think, I don't understand what you've done here. He does that on a consistent basis, which is a worry for teams. We talk about the intelligence as well. You're obviously looking for a very, very intelligent quarterback, which is what he is. He is a 4.0 GPA student. He is highly, highly intelligent. The question that I've heard from evaluators is he too intelligent? Now, can he be too intelligent to be a quarterback? I spoke to a general manager before the combine who said to me that the concern that they had, and it is shared with a number of teams, a number of scouts I've spoken to, is that he is what's known as a pleaser. He is somebody that will always do whatever he's told. He will never go outside the grade of what he's asked to do. And that's absolutely fine. He will be the GM said to me, look, he's not going to go down the bar and chug a load of beers with the offensive line. That is not the kind of guy that he is. But he does not possess an alpha personality, I think. And to lead an NFL team, I think you absolutely have to have an alpha personality leading the team. So for me, the 4 key factors for him and for any quarterback are accuracy. Does he have it? Yes, but not to the degree with which you would like. Decision making, again, he made some throws against Arizona State last season which would just make you tear your hair out. I mean, literally tear your hair out. Poise. He is a poised player. He can be a poised player. And when he gets into a rhythm, he can be very poised. And playmaking. Yep, he can make all the throws. But is he consistently good enough to lead your franchise? Are you looking at a guy who could step in and be a 10-year starter and take a team to multiple Super Bowls? I don't see that with Justin Herbert. He will get drafted in the top 10, and I know for a fact that NFL evaluators value Herbert, and a number of them value Herbert more than they do Tua Tagovailoa. So he's going to get drafted high, and teams are going to have to build an expectation level into him. Is he going to start straight away? I've been told that teams would rather he didn't start straight away because he is not immature, but he is not seen as particularly mature. He is a kid that grew up within a stone's throw of Autzen Stadium in Eugene in Oregon. He has never really left the town. He doesn't hang out with friends. He hangs out with his parents and stuff. He is just a home body. And the GM said to me, look, what if he ends up in New York? What if he ends up in Miami? What if he ends up in places like that? Big cities where there is an expectation that is very high, but there is also a huge media expectation. There is a lot of pressure. You do not get that in Cincinnati. You do not get that in Carolina. You don't really get that with the Chargers out in Los Angeles. Obviously, Los Angeles is huge, but it's so huge, so many sports teams. You've got the Raiders, obviously still dripping over, even though they're in Las Vegas. You've obviously got the Rams. I know it is a concern for teams. So do I think Justin Herbert is a franchise quarterback? I think he has the potential to be, but I find accuracy a very difficult thing to fix. And that's the thing I think that he consistently lacks. And that would be a major concern for me moving forwards as an evaluator. And I have gone on record to say that I think if you're a general manager and you end up selecting Justin Herbert very high, ultimately I believe that you will end up losing your job, because I think his ceiling is kind of Josh Allen, that kind of area, but I don't think he's the leader that Josh Allen is. But is he the right player for a franchise? We shall find out.
Simon Clancy looking at Justin Herbert, projected to go in the top 5. Hope you learnt a little something from this. We'll have another 6 or 7 of these short draft previews focusing on an individual player coming up, as well as some full episodes. Looking forward to the draft over the coming days. So make sure you are subscribed on whatever podcasts app you use, and do give us a rating, a review. It helps more people find the show. We'd love to get that kind of positive energy out there so more people are finding the show, checking it out and giving it a go. In the meantime, thank you very much for listening. This has been The Gridiron Show.